Romans, countrymen, future English teachers, lend me your ears. We are the decisive element in a classroom. Concerning a teacher's influence, we create the climate. We can be instruments of inspiration, or we can be tools for torture. We have the power to make lives miserable or joyous. These words from Chaim Gano greeted me every morning when I was a teacher. Taped to the front of my handmade wood podium, a teaching accomplishment all of its own, I am transported back to the 8 years I served as a secondary English teacher. And in those short 8 years, I feel as though I could have written a book of life lessons and teacher lessons, because teachers are students also. There are many lessons I have learned beyond the textbook, away from the podium, with my inspiration quotes taped all over it, and in between classes. I know that I am a better person because of the nearly 1,000 students who entered my classroom and sat on the other side of my podium. I know that I'm a better person because of my teachers. I am a teacher because they were teachers. That is our legacy. Because teachers have shaped my own educational journey, I cannot think of a greater privilege than sharing the teaching book I feel I have been crafting with future English teachers. In all of my experiences, I have learned more than any textbook could have ever taught me. That is my continued hope for the future, to keep learning and to always be a perpetual student. That is my classroom motto. The rest is still unwritten. So my advice for teachers is to know that your teacher journey will somewhat align with the monomyth, the hero journey template that is so representative in literature. First, you must answer the call to adventure. My call for adventure started as a student. I have always loved the learning environment, and therefore, I have always known that I wanted to be an English teacher. I was that kid who taught my stuffed animals, had a chalkboard instead of video games, pretend worksheets handed down from my mentor teachers, and I never changed my major in college. I do what I love, and I love what I do, and that has made all the difference. The second aspect of the hero's journey is that you must realize that you need supernatural aid. Find a mentor. In college, as I began the true process of becoming a teacher, I was blessed in my secondary methods course to take it with Miss Lori Walker, which has forever shaped my path to the podium and where I am today. The true lessons she taught me is a patience, and those people who you meet early in life can indeed change your life. Miss Walker has been my mentor teacher, not just officially as I interned and began my teaching career in her school, but as a classmate during our masters, as an encourager during national board certification, and as a reference for my future career endeavors. Miss Walker is the epitome of a storyteller, and she has lived a life of lessons. Due to this, she teaches by example and has shown me that truly caring for your students and listening to their stories is the greatest teaching method of all. When you enter the threshold of your classroom door, the third element, know that it will be transformative and challenging. You will have revelations, and you might have to make atonement. As an English teacher, I have learned that curriculum may dictate what you teach, but your own love for learning is one of the most powerful traits we have as teachers. I can only hope that my students continue to seek the life-giving power of literature, as one of my favorite quotes by Maya Angelou states. May they remember the words of Atticus, the journey of Odysseus, the faded warning of Romeo and Juliet, the parallelism of a proper thesis statement, the relevant truth and history of Animal Farm, the internal conflict of Henry during war, and the rhythmic pattern of iambic pentameter. I hope they realize the importance of journaling about poetry and to take the road less traveled, always. May they know that my high expectations became their goals for success, and my thousands of hours of work was a loving investment into their future. And finally, as all heroes' journey require, you must return to the teachers who taught you and say thank you. You must return the favor, because the students really do become the teachers, And now that I am a teacher, I am grateful for the opportunity to share the hope, passion, perseverance, patience, and love for learning that my own teachers have shared with me. I am a teacher because they were, and the experiences I have had thus far have only shown me that there is much to be written.